Hey, what's going on, you guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. I hope you all are doing well. So guys, we are officially in the week of Halloween. On one hand, I'm really excited. It's one of my most favorite times of the year. And on the other hand, I'm a little upset just because it's almost over. Anyways, I've been doing a series where I've been choosing 10 recommendations from a certain label to recommend to you guys for this Halloween season. And I'll make sure to link those down below. But today we are going to be going through my 10 recommendations from Scream Factory. Yes, now I'm sure this one is going to garner a lot of opinions because Scream Factory has so many titles in their catalog. I am bound to upset somebody, but you know what? This is just a 10 recommendations list. This isn't the 10 best Scream Factory titles out there. This is just my recommendations. I have a few picked here, and let's go ahead and get started. So this first one here we have from 2006, and it's actually a video game adaptation, and we are talking about Silent Hill. Now with this film, I gotta be honest, I have never played, I scratched that. I've never played like Silent Hill 2, like everyone talks about as like the best one. I literally only played Silent Hill Homecoming, and I've heard that's not the greatest. But I will tell you, the first time I've ever seen this movie, it feels like a video game movie, and not in a bad way like with the more modern video game movies that they're doing or have been doing. This one, yes, it's the way the shots are, the way it's just built and set up feels like a video game, but it's done very, very well. And of course, you get all your iconic characters. You've got Pyramid Head in here. I forget all the different characters' names, but I know they're all the nurses. The nurses are in here. And it's a great film, and that's going to be my number 10 pick for my 10 recommendations from Scream Factory for this Halloween season. We have got Silent Hill. And of course, guys, I'll make sure to link all these down below where you guys can go ahead and pick these up. Next, we're going to be going to 1990, and this is going to be from Clive Barker, and we have got Nightbreed. This is a very this is a fun movie, and this has got Clive Barker written all over it. It feels like a Clive Barker film. It feels like a sister film to Hellraiser, just the way the characters are. This has great practical effects with the creature designs in this, and David Cronenberg actually has not just a kind of cameo role, he has an important mainstay role in this film, and it's great. I love his villain character in this film. The mask he has is very creepy and it's really cool. I really enjoy this. This is a lot of fun. Number 9 in my 10 recommendations, we have Nightbreed. Moving on, this is going to be, this might be, I think, my newest. Yeah, this is the most modern film out of these recommendations that I have. This is from 2013, and this is going to be a remake. And we are talking about Fede Alvarez's Evil Dead. Now, this is, of course, his take, his spin on Sam Raimi's classic Evil Dead. And while, of course, it's nowhere near Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2, this is a very strong remake and a very well done remake. It has a different take on, well, who gets possessed, why they're going out to the cabin. But I will tell you, this film is creepy. They do a great job with the effects in this. You want to talk about gore? This has got a lot of gore, very similar to how the originals were. The ending, it's like raining blood everywhere. It's crazy. A whole screen turns red. It's a great film. I enjoy this. Like I said, it's not as good as the originals, but it's still a great film. It's one of the better remakes, in my opinion, and that is 2013's Evil Dead. Next, we're going to be talking about a creature feature, a werewolf film, and this is from 1981. We've got The Howling. Now, a lot of people either prefer The Howling or they either prefer An American Werewolf in London, which, ironically, these both came out the same exact year. And personally, I prefer An American Werewolf in London, but this is still a really good film. And you want to talk about creature design and practical effects, this thing is incredible. The transformation scene in this movie, I think, is great. It's very long, drawn out, and it's awesome. So if you haven't checked this one out, please do. I really think you'll like it, especially if you like werewolf films and American Werewolf in London. Give this one a shot, The Howling. Guys, we are staying in 1981, but we're actually going to be talking about Tobe Hooper's film, The Funhouse. This one is a lot of fun. It actually opens up kind of a rip on Psycho and Halloween. You've got a group of kids that go to a carnival and they get trapped in the Funhouse. And the creature in this, Gunther, amazing, amazing special effects done by Rick Baker in this film. This is a good one, guys, and it's done by the master himself, Tobe Hooper. We have got the Funhouse. All right, next, guys, these next 5 are some heavy hitters, especially for the Halloween season. And this is from 1988, and we are talking about Pumpkinhead. Another great creature design movie. What I think is really crazy about this one is the film is about this father whose young son unfortunately loses his life when he's ran over by a dirt bike. And the father summons Pumpkinhead to get revenge, to kill the teenagers who killed his son. And man, Pumpkinhead is creepy. He's this, well, there he is right there. This creepy, really tall monster. And this film is just soaked with atmosphere, this like Southern Gothic tone to it. It's a must watch for me every year. Check it out, guys. We've got Pumpkinhead. Again, guys, staying in 1988. Now, this one, of course, had to make it on the list. This film takes place on Halloween night, and we have got The Night of the Demons. This film follows a group of kids who go to a Halloween party at this funeral parlor, and they decide to perform a seance there. And a demon shows up and starts possessing each one of them, and one by one, they get picked off left and right. And it's kind of a horror comedy in a way. I enjoy this one. This is another one that feels like Halloween. It takes place on Halloween at a Halloween party, and they perform a seance. It's a great film. Check it out, Night of the Demons. All right, guys, 1980. This movie I absolutely love. It is the true sequel to an absolute horror classic, and we are talking about William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist III, or Legion. Now, why do I say this is the true sequel? Well, The Exorcist II Heretic, that was not William Peter Blatty's vision for the sequel to The Exorcist. William Peter Blatty was the author of the original novel. Of course, William Friedkin did The Exorcist. Well, they brought the author in to do this film. You have George C. Scott. I adore George C. Scott. Incredible, incredible actor. He's in films like The Changeling. He was Ebenezer Scrooge. He's an iconic actor and one of my favorites, but I think the standout role in this film is Brad Dourif as the Gemini Killer. You want to talk about Oscar-worthy performances? Look, I would rival his performance up there with many Oscar winners out there. I'm serious. His performance in this, man, he gave it his all. And I don't know. To me, it's Oscar-worthy. It's incredible. I love this film. It's got one of the greatest jump scares ever in this movie because it just comes out of nowhere right after another jump scare. And it just kind of, the scene flows. You're looking down a hallway. You don't expect it. And it's not even one of those scenes, where in horror films, they do kind of a little scare and then it quiets down. There's no music and then jump scare happens. That's not with this one. It feels like it shouldn't be there and it's there. And I think that's what's so effective with it. But anyways, must watch. You guys really need to check this out. And I got to be honest, I think I like this better than William Friedkin's. I'm just saying, I respect that. I think William Friedkin's The Exorcist is iconic. It's the original. But I think, in my personal opinion, this is a better movie. We've got The Exorcist III. Moving on to 1982. This is my number 2 pick. I haven't really been counting, but my number 2 pick. And we have got George A. Romero's Creepshow. This is another one that feels like such a perfect movie for this time of year. It's an anthology film. And of course, I think the one everyone loves, and of course, that's my favorite short out of here, of course, is The Crate with Fluffy. Everyone loves that one. Another great one, I can't remember the guy's name, but Stephen King's short in this is great. A lot of body horror in that one. And I think this is a must-watch every Halloween season. We have got Creepshow. And guys, my number 1, I think there's an elephant in the room that we haven't talked about. The one that's the obvious choice for a lot of people, mine as well. And of course, we are talking about 1978, John Carpenter's masterpiece of a film, the best Halloween movie, best horror movie ever. I would argue one of the best films, in my opinion. I know that's a lot of people argue with me about that as being one of the best films ever, but I think it is. And we've got John Carpenter's Halloween, man. This film, this film is credited to be an inspiration for so many films going forward. You would not get slasher films as we got in the 80s if it wasn't for Halloween. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, no, it's Psycho. Or no, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or no, it's Black Christmas. Look, all those films came together and gave us this. So without this, those other films wouldn't happen. And I mean, you can say, you can keep going further back and back in time of film. Well, if this film wouldn't have happened, then that film would happen. So you see what I'm saying? It could just go on forever at that point. But to me, this is the start of the slasher craze. This film, like I said, has been replicated so many times in movies. I'd even talked about with the Funhouse. You see it in Trick or Treat Through the Eyes of Sam, that opening shot. Iconic film. You've got Michael Myers, or The Shape as he's known in this one, in the credits at least. You have a Scream Queen icon, Jamie Lee Curtis, daughter of Janet Leigh, who was in Psycho. She gives a standout performance in this. Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis. Come on, the iconic Donald Pleasance. And then, of course, we got to talk about that score that John Carpenter does in this. And it's a very simple score. And if you notice with a lot of horror films, a lot of those scores that we know and love are very simple scores. And they almost sound similar. Think of The Exorcist, and then think of this. They're very close, but they're amazing scores. So anyway, and Candyman, another simple piano line. A lot of those scores are similar. And I think that's what's effective about them. But this is my favorite horror film of all time. We are talking about this masterpiece, John Carpenter's 1978's Halloween. And guys, that is going to be my 10 recommendations to watch this Halloween from Scream Factory. Guys, let me know down below what your list is of 10 must-watches from Scream Factory this Halloween. I love reading your guys' comments down below. But guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. And of course, you all take care.